Hey guys, so just going over content, or at least the contents of my diet and exercise activity yesterday. So this is for Friday, last night, and it looks like I burned quite a few calories. I ate a little over 2,500, right? I got in a tremendous amount of protein. By the way, this protein figure is not entirely complete. There are still a couple of items that I have not a chance to fill out the core sort of markers here, right? Fat, fiber, and then those you know, carbs, sodium, protein. The ones that I care the most about in order are obviously calories. That's number one. Protein is number two, and sodium is actually number three. In fact, I don't really even care too much about carbs. However, something I sort of try to look at secondarily as a component of carbs, right? Not carbs in total, is fiber, right? Want to make sure that I am increasing my digestion, whenever possible. So try to get in as much fiber as possible. But yeah, so last night I actually did have an evening, almost you can consider it a light dinner, right? Cashews. It turns out I actually did not get a chance to refill on my protein. As a matter of fact, that is where I'm headed this morning, at the place where I get my protein because I forgot to get it last night when I got a couple of other items. So that is literally my mission, is to get protein, and I'm actually trying to think of some sort of creative solution where I don't have to come back to my home. I can just scoop it. I can just get it in the little package that it comes in. Bring my 1/4 measuring cup, right? That's what I use for my scoops, and that's what aligns to a scoop here. Well, it's not here because the protein wasn't consumed, but you'll see that you should see something for Saturday in terms of what that looks like. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to doing something creative, like perhaps bringing a bottle of some sort. That way I don't have to come all the way back home. I can just go out, stay in society, and up my protein intake. If not, what I also can do, just to, working on the element of flexibility and adaptability, right? Something I want to improve on. Rather than doing that, I can possibly just have my protein later on in the day, right? Starting off today with a good, light breakfast, right? Apples, banana. It's just nice to have that nice protein shake in the morning because I include my chia seeds and flax seeds. But like yesterday, I'll just put them on my meal. One of the things that I don't really like doing is putting them on my meal when it's nice and hot, because it essentially cooks the flaxseed and chia seed. Not cook, but enough where it's, in my opinion, it could possibly decrease the nutrients. So that's why instead of putting them in my lunch, my big lunch, I'm not sure if I mentioned dinner, but I essentially have my dinner and my lunch in one. So I call it dunch. So that's something I do. And then in the evening, I'll usually have some kind of a series of snacks that are typically under 500 calories. There was an exception, obviously, yesterday, because I ended up forgetting my my protein. So I wanted to get something where I could essentially make pretty quickly, and I don't have to prepare, the cashews, and so that's what I had. Other than that, nothing necessarily unique here. So besides this, that's another thing I'm changing as well, is I'm actually going to be opting out of quinoa. There could be a mild exception on the weekends. I still have some brown rice that I was eating, some basmati brown rice that I was eating on the weekends as a quinoa replacement, right? Just to have something a little bit more fun, I guess. And so what I will be doing is I will be eating away at my rice. I will also be eating away at my quinoa, but the long-term vision is after those supplies deplete, replacing that with black beans. Way more protein, way more fiber, which is a relatively important goal for me, and so that's what I'm looking forward to. Excellent. So now going over my activity. So for March 10th, exceeded my goal by about 1% in terms of steps. Calories were actually really good. Really, really excited about that. And yeah, wow, that's really good. Over 4,000 calories burned. Really amazing there. No sleep data. I'm actually going to look into this. Why isn't... I don't know, we got sleep data last time. I shouldn't expect any sleep data because I don't put on my Fitbit, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, a little over 2,500 calories. In fact, this is the first time that I've noticed upon recording my calories in that I exceeded 2,500. But my deficit was exceeded also by my deficit goal at least by 594. So I had a caloric deficit of 1,594, almost 1,600, which is pretty insane. And my resting heart rate is also steadily on the decline from a max of 84 all the way to 73 as of yesterday. And I'm looking forward to this continuing to go down as I complete more cardio, be more consistent. Something else I just wanted to go over in a little bit more detail is my knee. So pretty much I noticed that, and this is covered in terms of the pain, right, in a previous video, so I don't want to do that here, but my recovery, which was lightly touched on in a previous video, I just want to go into detail here and just sort of mention that I noticed that things were improved quite a bit throughout the day. I was mostly sedentary, but as I, sat down in my chair working on stuff, mostly CPA studies on Thursday, I noticed that my knee just began to heal, and yeah, just really good stuff. Once I headed over to the gym, which was something I mentioned on the video where I first mentioned, right, or at least the first recording where I mentioned my knee pain. I went over that, I still have a little bit in me to go into the gym because I'm not really doing leg exercises at the gym. I just wouldn't be doing any serious things, right, with my knee in terms of incline, heavy incline or steep incline, stuff like that. And so I noticed that, throughout the day, in fact, a couple of moments before I was walking to the gym, but especially when I was walking to the gym, I just realized, oh yeah, like I can definitely get up and go. Like my knee is in pretty good condition. So, I did notice that if I did any, sort of crazy movements, I felt a little bit of pain. As a matter of fact, I do recall, that's why I pretty much barely exceeded 10,000 steps here and didn't reach 15,000. But yeah, I did notice things as well, like when I was on the treadmill yesterday, on Friday, that whenever there was a bit of an incline, I did get a little bit of pain on Friday. So I'm still going to take it easy. I'm still going to take it easy today and stay away from inclines, but just do a lot of, or at least not any super steep inclines, and just mostly do a lot of high volume walking. So that's it. Looking forward to another video, and thank you.